Welcome back to the Polarity Plunge YouTube channel, where we talk about everything holistic health, mind, body, soul. Today we're going to be talking about a simple but powerful technique on how to reach mind-heart coherence. It's a technique that is backed by both science and spirituality, and it's one that I am starting to use every day, multiple times a day, in order to drop out of my mind and into my heart. And I'll explain a little bit the science behind it, but then I just want to teach you the technique short and sweet so that you can start to use it in your day-to-day. So there is the Institute of Heart Math and many other universities and studies that are coming out today about how intelligent our heart is. How actually there's a lot of wisdom in there that we haven't really thought of intelligence or wisdom as a body or a heart modality. Really, it's been more about the mind in Western science. We've been talking about how the mind has its own genius and the brain, and that's true. There is a ton of neurons that are firing every second in the brain, but there's also a lot of neurons, 40,000 or more, in fact, according to science, that are firing and communicating to other parts of the body. So the way to reach this mind-heart coherence is really to drop into the heart and allow the heart to emanate and to communicate to the brain, communicate to the rest of the body, and therefore get this coherence, this resonance, where we just feel aligned. Our mind, our body, we'll do other videos also about our core, our gut, and that intuition and the health and the science behind our gut that really is like a second brain as well. But right now, I just want to focus on the mind-heart coherence. So these are the 4 ways that the heart communicates with the brain. 1, neurologically, which is through the transmission of nerve impulses. The heart is always sending out. 2, biochemically, which is via hormones and neurotransmitters, always emanating and sending out from the heart as well. 3 is biophysically, which is through pressure waves that can be measured and can be shown and shown how it fluctuates in these studies. And then 4 is energetically, which is through electromagnetic field interactions. And this is where science is really catching up to the wisdom of the body, the wisdom of the heart, and the wisdom that is found in a lot of ancient traditions across the world as energy and energy medicine, and that we are constantly in communication to the field around us, but then also within us. Our heart has a huge say in how we feel, mentally, emotionally, and even physically. So this is all about the holistic health, the thing that Polarity Plunge is really based around, right? With all of the modalities that we offer, the basis, the ideology is that our mind, body, and soul are interconnected and that they are actually one. It is all one whole, and whenever you're treating a physical ailment or a mental turmoil or an emotional anything, then we have to really look at all of these parts of us that make up our entirety, make up the whole. So here's the technique. We've got the first step, which is to send our awareness down into our heart. You can do this with 2 fingers tapping like this in the heart space. You can do it with the whole palm, placing your palm there. You can do it with any kind of mudra, yogic mudra that you want, whether it's here and placing it right dead center in our chest with our heart. The point is, wherever the physical sensation is, wherever you're contacting and sending your fingers, your palm, your hand, your awareness is going to drop down naturally to that area. So my favorite is honestly the 2 fingers, and usually to get me there, to drop me down into my heart, I tap for a while, and then I'll place my hand. Second step, once you've dropped that awareness down, is to elongate your breaths, and specifically your exhales, because that's going to trigger your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your relaxation response. You inhale, for example, 4 seconds in and 6 seconds out. Elongating that exhale is really going to relax you and trigger that parasympathetic. So inhaling and exhaling, drawing out those exhales and dropping in to the body, into the heart, and into relaxation. So once the first step, we've tapped our heart, we've sent our awareness there. The second step is to drop us down by doing the exhales. The third step is then to cultivate a feeling. This emotion, energy in motion, is really up to us to cultivate. And it's amazing how we have this ability to do this. For most of us living in our day-to-day, our emotions are dictated by the circumstances around us. But if we can take a pause, take a moment, come into the heart and choose to cultivate an emotion, nurture an emotion and energy inside of us that can actually, through starting with the heart, ripple out to the rest of our body, relax our whole body, and relax our mental tension. Allow the mental stories and melodrama that we have up in our head to dissipate for even just a moment, and that will affect us as we continue to go about our day. It'll put us back in charge rather than the conditions around us and the circumstances around us being in charge. So the emotion that I like to cultivate is gratitude or appreciation. Really appreciating my life, my breath, my body, my heart, my family in my life, the elements, the sun, the rain, the air that I breathe. Really dropping into this gratitude state is a powerful force that will emanate out from our heart. So I want to do this with you. Now that you get a little bit of the science behind it, and again, you can look up the different studies of mind-heart coherence. A lot of universities, the Heart Math Institute are all producing these kind of studies and showing the revolutionary science that we can observe of the intelligence and the wisdom of our heart and of our body. So without further ado, let's get started. If you can close your eyes, if that's possible. On your next inhale, lengthen your spine. On your next exhale, feeling your tailbone sink into your seat. Next inhale, expanding your diaphragm, which is your core and lower part of your rib cage. Next exhale, really dropping your shoulders, releasing them completely. Unclenching your jaw, relieving the tension in your eyebrows, and then taking your fingers or your palm, placing it on your heart, whether that's tapping or making circular swirls around where your heart is, or even just a palm firm and resting on your heart space. Once your awareness is dropped down to the heart, feeling it beating, begin to inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 6, inhale, exhale, all the way out. Inhale, exhale, all the way. Inhale, and out. Continuing your breath on your own. Beginning to feel the stillness, the pause, basking in the rest and the relaxation of this present moment. Now beginning to draw your mind to what you're grateful for. Not spending too much time on thinking about the gratitude or what you're grateful for, but dropping again down into the heart and feeling the warm, firm, steady pulse of gratitude. Allowing the gratitude within your heart to open up and to spread out through your chest and up through your shoulders, up your neck, into your face and head, and allow this loving gratitude to saturate your mind. Maybe on the next inhale, breathing in that gratitude into your mind, into your head, and on your next exhale, dropping the gratitude down, passing through the heart, through your core, into your root and down into the ground. And as it hits the ground and your exhale hits empty, inhaling again and drawing that gratitude back up your legs, through your hips, through your core, and back into your heart. Allowing the reverberations of this gratitude, the pulsing of your heart, to reach every inch of your body. So much so that you begin to feel the gratitude even emanate around you, going out about 6 inches around you, creating a force field. Anything on the outside is on the outside, but inside is you, a blanket of gratitude, and your coherence of mind and heart. Dropping your hand, taking one more big inhale with me, inhaling, inhaling, inhaling the love, the coherence, the resonance, the alignment, and exhale out your mouth with a sigh of relief, a sigh of gratitude. As you blink open your eyes, come back to the space. And thank yourself for taking the time to be with yourself, to be with me, to do this practice together. And remembering that at any moment you can do these 3 steps. At any moment you can place your hand, your fingers, your awareness on your heart. At any moment you can inhale 4 seconds, exhale 6 seconds. And at any moment you can choose to feel gratitude. And if we can do this consciously, if we can remember and do this consciously, it will begin to even seep into our subconscious mind, where when things seem like there's nothing to be grateful for, or it's very overwhelming and stressful, if we can do this practice enough, it will begin to rewrite those subconscious scripts and replace that subconscious programming of the stress and the overwhelm, and replace it with true gratitude, appreciation, peace, bliss, and love for your life. Thank you, and remember to keep smiling.